At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 300 programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
The Olive Grove Agreement, a hot and hilarious French villa romance. A Mills and Swoon short. One reluctant heiress, one infuriatingly hot ex-chef, and one very firm agreement made over figs and fornication. Cass Winter was not in the mood for a French villa. She had deadlines, a dodgy knee, and the last time she tried to drive on the right side of the road, she'd accidentally parked in an Italian fountain. But apparently, her great-aunt Iris had passed away and left her La Maison du Hérisson, a once grand property in the hills of Provence. And so, armed with nothing but SPF 50 and mild resentment, Cass arrived. It was hotter than she expected, and louder, especially in the garden, where someone was swearing in French and violently attacking an olive tree. She squinted. He was shirtless, tanned, and wielding garden shears like they owed him money. "You're not supposed to be here," he barked, in the polished English of someone who'd once dated a model named Saskia. Cass raised a brow. "And you are?" "I live here," he snapped. "Who the hell are you?" Meet Luc Brousseau, disgruntled former chef, current squatter, an all-round, beautifully difficult man. It turned out Iris had taken him in after he quit. Reed was fired from a Michelin-starred kitchen in Lyon for seducing a critic and flambeing her handbag. She let him stay in the guest house in exchange for cooking and grumpiness. And now the guest house had no formal deed, and Luc had no intention of leaving. "I'm not going anywhere," he said over dinner that night, ladling cassoulet into bowls like a man who knew exactly what he was worth, "unless you drag me out in handcuffs." Cass smiled sweetly. "Don't tempt me." The first week was war. Passive-aggressive post-it notes on the fridge, loud music at strategic times. He cooked at midnight. She reorganized the pantry just to upset him. But then, something shifted. It began with wine, then a storm, then her power went out and he reluctantly invited her to sleep on his sofa. One glass of Chateauneuf du Pape became two. Then his hand was on her thigh. Then her dress was on the floor. He kissed like he argued, deliberately, intensely, and with far too much tongue. "Still want me gone?" he growled, half naked, pinning her against the ancient stone wall. "Ask me again tomorrow," she gasped. In the morning, she found a croissant, a perfectly brewed coffee, and a note. "Keep the villa. I'll keep the guest house. We'll share the rest. L." She sipped the coffee, watching him prune a fig tree shirtless. Again, Cass smiled. The inheritance wasn't the only thing that needed handling delicately. The end.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.